Well, Logan, congratulations on the win, the first 5-round non-title fight in Bellator history. How are you feeling right now? You got some scratches and some scrapes, but the morale high after that big win?
Yeah, it was good. That fourth round kind of cut me up a little bit, and he hit an elbow. But I felt great. That's the best I've ever performed. I thought it was an exciting fight. I don't know what you guys thought, but I learned a lot about myself, and I dug deep, and he did too. It was a back and forth, but I landed all the bigger shots besides that one in the fourth round, and then, I dropped him. I think, that overhand, and but he's got a chin, man. I hit him hard a couple times, and he took them. So, but I'm excited. I think that's a great opening for the first non-title fight 5-rounder.
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of billed as a grappler versus wrestler matchup. And when you say you learned something about yourself, was it about your striking? Like, was it about kind of what did you mean by that?
Just 25 minutes as I don't think I shot one time, And so since I was 5 years old, turning 30, and so that's 25 years of just wrestling, and that's the number 4 ranked guy in the world, and went toe to toe and got the better of him the whole time, and it was the most fun I ever had, and landed big shots, took shots, kept moving, and I think that was a huge step in my career right there, over the last half hour.
And going right along with that, I guess, what do you think's next for you? You probably want to rest and heal up a little bit, but do you feel like you did enough to kind of earn yourself a title opportunity or an eliminator or something?
I mean, yeah, I want the title shot. That's a number 4 ranked guy. I fought the champ to a split decision that was only 3 rounds and had him in trouble at the end of the 3rd. And during that fight, I got stronger. And so I want the title shot. And I think a lot of people want to see it, especially if it's Amosov. Much respect to him, but I'm coming to get that belt.
Logan, congratulations. You asked if people enjoyed that fight. I think everybody enjoyed that fight. That fight was crazy. Not what we expected. We expected an All-American wrestler and a Gracie Jiu-Jitsu practitioner to hit the ground. Instead, we get a Rock'em Sock'em kickboxing match. It seemed like he couldn't take you down, and you didn't want to go down with him. Was the game plan always to keep it on the feet?
A little bit, yeah. Talking with Jason Strout, Robbie Lawler, Kami Barzini was. I knew that he couldn't take me down. Everyone kept bringing up Ed Ruth's fight and John Fitch, and much respect to those guys, but my MMA wrestling is different than everybody else's, and so I knew he couldn't take me down. I know I have a chin on me, and I wanted to push the pace. It wasn't a wrestling style, where I was pushing the pace, but it was on my feet, and it's that digging deep, finding out who you are, and that's what I had to do. And I don't think he expected that. I think he kind of punched himself out in a couple positions, and I hit him hard first, second, third a couple times with that hook and that overhand right, and I think that took a lot out of him.
I want to go back to the 4th round. If I'm being honest, I think a lot of us, it looked like you were done. I mean, he was teeing off. You mentioned he's throwing elbows. When that's happening, obviously the Gracie fans are cheering for him, going crazy. What's going through your mind that helped you to rally back and then seconds later get it knocked on yourself?
Man, it's just all week, all I heard the last 3 weeks was the Gracie name, what his family, and like I said, I respect the hell out of the family. What they've done for MMA is unbelievable. And, to everyone else, I'm a farm kid from South Dakota. But guess what, man? I've worked my whole life. I've wrestled my whole life against the best in the country. I know who I am. And that's what it was. I found out who I was, and it just proved to everyone, it's going to take everything you have and then some to put me out. And it was just digging deep. That's those Midwest roots right there showing up in the 4th round and carried me to the victory.
Hey, my last question. Very well, your next opponent could be the champion, Amosov. Obviously, if he wins his fight, you're the only person to have given him a match. It was a split decision. You were that close with the champion. What going forward do you think, or what changes have you made that now you'll win the fight?
You just saw some of them out there. That fight was a 15 minutes. I shot, the whole time, scrambled, and, that took a lot out of me, was with all those, and him too. But I didn't have that confidence that I have now, and so I grew up right out there those last 25 minutes as a fighter. So that's the biggest difference, and I want that title shot. Thank you.
Hey, Logan, congratulations again. Like you said, the last 3 fights of your career have been like very important fights in shaping the fighter you are right now. How do you think, how you reacted from, losing the split decision to Amosov, fighting in your hometown, and then coming here, fighting a Gracie, and then getting the cheer of the crowd like you're back home?
Yeah, the Amosov fight, split decision. I go back to South Dakota. It's a split decision somehow. I don't know how they scored that. I thought I won, but I did not fight like who I am, And then that fight out there, I think it was great because I had to go change things, I know how good he was on the ground, and you don't want to play to his strengths right away, and like everyone else did, and they get in trouble. So I just was finding my rhythm, I still have a lot to work on, and that's why you get into this sport, is to become the best version of yourself. And I learned a lot, but there's a lot of steps for me to go. But that Amosov fight's going to go a lot different this time.
Right here. Congratulations on your big win. For the last 10 seconds of that fight, Gracie decided to kind of dance around, and you were egging him on in those last 10 seconds. Talk me through what you were thinking in those moments, and do you kind of wish it ended differently?
No, I mean, it was great. I thought at the end of the fourth round, he was rocked big time, and I missed, I think, a right hand over the top. And we were both swinging hard. He swung, I kind of defended, then I got on top, dropped him. But then at the end of going into the 5th round, I thought I landed all the big punches to win those rounds. The 4th was the only one where I was, kind of nervous. And then we just stood in there toe to toe. And he kind of was raising his arms already. And I said, you didn't win this fight. You didn't win this fight. That's what I was saying, And then the rest, just saying thank you to the crowd for cheering, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Those people are the ones that spend their hard-earned money to buy tickets, to come watch, me being the first main event I've ever been in. I appreciate that. You have to enjoy the moment while you're in it, because this is a short career. When it's over, it's over. So I enjoyed the process this week more than I ever have, and I just had a lot of fun with it, really. Thank you.
Hey, so Logan over here. Congratulations on the win. 2 quick questions. So were you surprised when Gracie went in for that takedown and you were able to stuff it pretty easily? And Amosov MVP, who do you think wins that?
No, I wasn't surprised because, like I said, I've wrestled the best in the sport of wrestling. For 25 years, I've wrestled overseas on Team USA, been to Olympic Training Center, working with the best guys in the world. So I there's a difference, And then, and I was starting to hit him hard, so I knew he was going to shoot in. And then the second one, I think Amosov gets to his takedowns. He probably gets to a body lock and gets a half guard like he did with Lima. But MVP can strike in a second, and it's a fight. Anything can happen, but I think Amosov.
Congrats, Logan. Thanks for the time.
Yep.